what is the most crucial aspect for the Bucs to run it back?
2 words, 1 name, 1 man, Tom Brady, and he has to be healthy. That's the only thing that matters. So I played with the Buccaneers in the 2019 season. I saw they had all the makings of a team that was ready to win. The one thing they were missing was a quarterback. Everyone in the building said it, and everyone in the building knew it. Lastly, everyone in the building got their quarterback, and that's why we saw Tampa Bay go win a Super Bowl. Mind you, I played for Bruce Arians and Todd Bowles back in 2013 and 2014 back in Arizona when Arizona was a horrible team. We were 5-11 the year before Bruce Arians came. Then as soon as he came, we were 10-6, 11-5 playoff team. And so I understand that Bruce Arians and Todd Bowles, Byron Leftwich, he was there as well, will not let this team slide. Tom Brady will not let this team slide. Mike Evans, all these guys who you're talking about, these talented Rob Gronkowski, no one's going to let this team slide. The only thing that will keep Tampa Bay from winning another Super Bowl is if Tom Brady is not healthy, is if he gets injured, because they don't have anybody behind him. And so defense is there, offense there. They're going to be better this year, actually. Special teams is there. Just keep Tom Brady healthy.
Sam, I don't worry about Tom Brady being healthy because no one can touch the quarterback in the National Football League. I mean, Tom Brady could play to his 80 years of age in a wheelchair, just wheel him out there. He'll throw a 40 touchdown pass, wheel him back to the sidelines. Nobody's touching the quarterback anyway, especially that quarterback in Tampa Bay when it comes to Tom Brady. So to me, that's not an issue. He's going to be fine. But that Bucs defense, they can play at an elite level, and I think that's the key. This defense kept getting better and better in the playoffs. We saw what they were able to do to Kansas City. I know the offensive line was compromised, and they got to Patrick Mahomes, and they had those interceptions against Aaron Rodgers in the NFC Championship game. I think that defense is going to be even better this year because they got some dudes that can get after the quarterback, they can stop running games, and they got a really underrated secondary. So Tom Brady and that offense, I'm not concerned about him staying healthy because I think Tampa Bay, that running game will be even better than it was last year to reduce that kind of pressure on Tom Brady. But that defense, I think the only defense right now in the NFC better than them is the Los Angeles Rams. And they're not that far away in terms of the Bucs defense being on that level of the Los Angeles Rams. That's, I believe, is the key to them repeating because that defense, if they play like that all year long, Tom Brady won't have to do as much. And when he has to do something, he can still dial it up. But that defense can take over ball games. And I think they're going to do that even better this year than they did last year, especially in the playoffs.
Freddie, you got my head spinning right now, my friend. You said the LA Rams defense is better than Tampa Bay. You are tripping. Let me give you a quick reason why. Number one, okay. Brandon Staley, the defensive coordinator who was my defensive coordinator, my outside linebacker coach, he's not there anymore. He's over with the LA Chargers, so that defense is going to be dropped off. Number two, Todd Bowles is a certified beast. Todd Bowles is the best defensive coordinator. Him and Vic Fangio, I'd say the 2 best defensive coordinators in the NFL. So it's not about the defense. The defense is going to be fine. And also, it's not a given that quarterbacks will stay healthy. Look at Russell Wilson. Look at what he's been talking about. The reason why Tom Brady will stay healthy is because they drafted Tristan Wirfs in the first round of last year's draft. They got Ryan Jensen, who's an animal on the inside playing center. They have some pretty good guards as well, Ali Marpet, et cetera, et cetera. So it's not a given that Tom Brady's going to be fine. He needs to stay healthy. He needs to be protected. And if he's not, Tampa Bay will not be in a Super Bowl point blank, period.
Sam,
LA Rams,
Molly and I can play left tackle in the National Football League because they can't touch the quarterback. And everybody knows that, especially Tom Brady.
Molly,
I don't have to worry about blocking you. I don't have to worry about blocking you, Sam. The rules are going to block you. That's how the rules take care of that from that standpoint.
In gym class, I was pretty
Nah,
neat.
Man, they said it's a strike zone. They said it's a strike zone. Not too high, not too
Molly
high.
has great feet, Molly has great feet, great hand technique. She can block a left tackle in the NFL with the rules the way they are.
I got some hands, though. Over the weekend, Tom Brady posted this video of himself playing catch with a jugs machine. Now, we know Tom is accurate, y'all, but this is another level, okay? Let's just marinate on this for a moment. Freddie, is this real?
It looks photoshopped. I don't want to disparage Captain America. I want to say that it's real, but I'm not really sure. But I tell you what, if you're Tom Brady, you know exactly how to have fun and make your brand get better and bigger all the time.
Acho, what do you think?
Nah, I'm just seeing this video now. That can't be real. I've experienced jug machines before. Unless he's got like a jug machine 7.0, it can't be real. Those things are spinning so fast. If it gets stuck in there, it's not coming back out. And it might be like, Tom Brady, TB12, his little thing. That can't be real. I love the Photoshop. I'm not believing it. I'm not buying it.
All right.
I want to, but I can't.
Tom,
with Sam.
I believe in you, Tom. I believe in you.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.